Hey guys, before we start this video, just wanted to say sorry for how long this took. Normally, I try to get these out a few days after one another. If you can't tell by my voice, allergies are just smacking me right in the face right now. A bunch of real life stuff came up, made it very difficult to get this video finished, but with a lot of work, effort, and an irresponsible amount of caffeine, finally this video's out. It's here. Sorry about the wait, won't happen again. I hope you enjoy. Hello. Welcome back to the Rimworld medieval colony. I'm the captain of this broken waste of a ship, and Randy is my co-pilot. Thanks, Randy. You're a real one. A real piece of sh. Now, not much has happened since the last episode. This episode, things got real. Things got real. To start our day, Randy hit me with a nice cold snap that nuked my crops off the map. All my hopes, dreams, and hard work, gone in a moment. Like an unwatched child near a hungry pit bull. My base is still a disgusting mud hut full of disgusting people, except now we have floors, which means my house is somehow more pleasant than the freaks living in it. Amazing. Now, one of the best parts about having nice things is it means people will unconditionally love you. It's true, don't question it. And that's exactly what happened here. Free labor is free labor, so we say yes. Welcome Sam, welcome Haas. Enjoy your beds. I made sure you're close enough to taste each other's morning breath. You two are just in time to witness the birth of my amazing workshop area. It's got everything: a furnace, scissors, improvised dentistry, truly a place of artisan wonders. Now, laying brick and mortar is hungry work, especially when Randy deep freezes all of your crops before you could harvest any of them. So, I decided to pick all of the berries on the map. I don't understand responsible agriculture. I just know my people are hungry. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let something as small as an entire ecosystem get in the way of snack time. I was worried about medicine, but House Oswin and I came to an agreement. I give them less mouths to feed, and in exchange, I get 14 herbal medicine. Everyone wins. Well, everyone except Shayla. Her bedroom's 24 degrees. The only thing she wins is frosty nipples. Also, I built shelves, and I wanted to take a minute to show off just how awesome some of the furniture in this mod is. Bookshelves, custom storage tables, new cooking stations. If you're a sucker for aesthetically pleasing content and you don't have this mod, you're missing out. Something that's not aesthetically pleasing is my bullets bouncing off these people's plate. Good God, what the fuck is your armor made of? Thanks for the clothes and the smokes, Rick. This armor's going to a good cause. Namely, killing more of your friends. Now, while Maria blazes it, I'd like to explain my suffering. This mod adds a lot of crafting abilities, but those come with some trade-offs. For starters, I can't make steel. I can smelt iron, but not steel. I need a special book. Okay, I need a special book to do that, and I have no idea how or where to find it. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm too lazy to Google that shit. Until I find it, every bit of steel I've got's gonna come from either smelting it down or buying it from traders. For now, my colonists get to keep living like absolute gremlins. Speaking of melting down weapons, at some point I ditched my guns. I wanted to stay more on theme with the medieval setting, you know? That was probably a bad call. When the next batch of raiders came, we were still able to put them down, but it came at the cost of Haas's ear. If you were someone I valued, that would be very upsetting, Haas. Do better next time. This one managed to live long enough to graduate from Raider to POW. We'll just fix you up and let you heal for a bit, Takeo. There we go. To show my humanity, I'm gonna let you leave. Enjoy your walk. I know you're naked, and it's a little chilly out, but don't worry about that. Worry about whatever the fuck is going on outside my house. A dare. That's called a dare.
He dared to kill a king's dare.
A big-ass bear with antlers decided to throw down with a goddamn Thrumbo of all creatures. Good God, I'm gonna be eating great when this is over. I don't have electricity yet, and I'm butchering two beasts of legend. Living the goddamn dream out here. Someone named Nichols crashed near me. I could use another colonist, so a rescue was arranged. Then, a dire boar tore out his insides and just ate him there. That's uncomfortably realistic. When the White Inlet Pact finally got around to raiding me, the boars found them too. These woods are horrifying. Some of the raiders avoided death by pig and made it to my base. Since Randy decided there hadn't been enough tragedy today, the unthinkable happened. One of my refugees died in combat. Those recurve bows are absolutely deadly. It sucks that you had to die, Sam, but think of all the good you did for me. For the low, easy price of your well-being, I got a shiny new bow. And at the end of the day, isn't that what matters most? Haas told me he was leaving. He said he won't forget what I've done. That sounds oddly threatening. Do I need to worry for my safety, Haas? Haas? Answer me, Haas. I know your one good ear can hear me. Randy has offered me another colonist. He had a disease known as paralytic abasia, which means he's in a coma. The most valuable thing about this man was his clothing, which I heroically saved from his gross, dying body. I also obtained a new pet. He's a Rox, which is like a Muffalo, but cooler. I'ma call him Timmy. Welcome to the colony, Timmy. You'll be a fine addition. I can get all sorts of wool and emergency meals out of this guy. And while I'm talking about meals, I decided something needed to be done about the dire boars. I don't like it when my bacon fights back. I especially don't like it when it decides to hunt me while I'm foraging. So, I sent Sheila to try and bait some to the house. Now, you might wonder, what's the wisdom of having Doran stand that close to the pigs? There isn't any. I'm a fucking idiot, and I'm the reason I can't have nice things. Fun fact, Gray's my medic. That's nice. That's good. I'm sure there won't be any long-term repercussions for this. Doran, you coward! How dare you die on me, you fucking nerd! You were my researcher! Doran, my dear sweet Doran, how you gonna die on me in episode 2? It's my last series all over again. You might be wondering if this is what I meant when I said things got real in this episode. No. No, it's not. Because, as it turns out, Randy's dildo of RNG rarely arrives lubed. I was clearing out trees to expand my base when I got word that another Shrak got up. And apparently, it decided to go for round 2 with the goddamn rocks on the map. Why? Why are you like this? My colonists were still mangled from fighting with the boars. I wasn't ready. I panicked. I wish I could say I just sent everyone inside and locked the doors, but I didn't. I tried to build another door to close in my entire base. Gray was wounded, and she was just moving so slowly. I watched in silent horror as they started breaking the doors down. Gray wasn't gonna make it to the hallway in time. She started building, but they found her. She tried to run. She tried. Shayla fought bravely. She held them in that doorway like a proud warrior fighting waves of unarmed children. Timmy wanted to help. Timmy was a good boy. Now's really not a good time, guys. Sheila tried to thin their ranks as they pushed in. I'm saying tried a lot because Timmy went down. Then Sheila fell as she ran for her life. Maria, she made it to the workshop when they stomped her spine into the ground. Everyone was down. Everyone. Doomed to slowly bleed out while my pets just kind of watched. I've never lost a colony before. How did a tree somehow get 4 people killed? And then, like a drunken angel falling down a flight of heavenly stairs, my savior came. Manyotin, the man in black. Randy is a cruel but just god. I sent Manyotin to go survey the scene. Not good. One of the pests was squatting in my living room. The other was smothering Maria. Is that a fetish thing? That feels like a fetish thing. Manyotin only had to kill one of the little pricks before he could start healing folks. One by one, he gathered everyone, and he started healing them. This is when I discovered that he just had 4 packs of real medicine on him. I then got to play the most morbid game of resource management I've ever seen. I had to have him bounce back and forth between people, stabilizing them long enough just so he could go stabilize someone else. These people's lifespans could be measured in minutes by the time he got to them. After saving my settlers, he went to go save Timmy. Unfortunately, the big guy just ran out of blood. You were too pure for this earth, Timmy. We'll make a fine sofa in your honor. Probably out of you. Now that everything was calming down, I decided to take a minute and check on those transport pod crashes. One of them was already dead. The other one? Look at this absolute specimen of humanity. The absolute fucking peak of mankind bleeding out in a field near my house. 99 years old, biologically. My man is going deaf in both ears. He has a frail torso that contains 2 asthmatic lungs. His back is made of sawdust and chronic pain, and if all of that wasn't enough, his heart was actively trying to murder him. This man didn't crash land. His people absolutely launched his ass to get him out of there. Budget cuts hit those nursing homes hard. Sorry, my friend, I'm gonna have to say no. Go gently into that good night. Your usefulness to society ended 3 hip replacements ago. Speaking of back pain, carrying this team has put Minyoten on a severe break risk. He was about 10 seconds away from finishing what the rocks started when the raid sirens went off. The Ballsack Confederation sent 2 raiders with bows to my house. Having lost enough people for one episode, I traded Minyoten's pistol for a longsword. The raiders were the small toddlers, the doorway was the candy, and Minyoten was the uncle my parents don't let visit anymore. Minyoten lost a toe, but it could have been worse. A lot worse. As you can see, my colony is the epitome of health and well-being. Mental health scores are at an all-time high, and we finally started painting the facility. We've also stuffed that gap in the doorway. My colonists are taking turns collapsing from pain and blood loss. God, I missed Rimworld. It was around this time I discovered that the fucking Shrat is still alive. Maria lost a limb and an eye, my floor smells like pennies, and I just had to butcher my latest pet. And you have the audacity to keep existing on this rock. No. No. I'm afraid that's just unacceptable. Sheila, rectify this man's behavior. Better. With that out of the way, I think now is a good time to end the episode. Again, sorry for how long this one took to get out. Thank you all so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and consider subscribing. A huge thank you to Frost Summer for editing this video with me, and a big thank you to my supporters on Patreon. You guys really do help me make this content. More videos on the way, stay tuned, thank you all again, and I'll see you all next time.